enough of a change.
Okay,
To be honest, they were
Vitality
good
on
with the Neon
Haven,
and they were good with
not
the
been the
Jet.
best.
I think
They
it's
start
just
on
what
attack,
someone wants to play.
but on
I
defense,
think that this is their best map.
might
I think they're
be
on
the best team in the
very
EMEA
good streak of
on
wins.
Haven, I would
One,
say.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in a row, including games.
We should be going
that
third
they
map,
played
but
at Masters as well. So this is a very, very comfortable map. And for me, on their side, I'm always going to be watching Zeus. I think he is fantastic on this map, both on the defense and on the attack especially. So I think it's going to be more for Vitality to prove that they can match up against this FUT side, because I think the last time they played them on this map, they lost 13-4.
This map was very comfortable last time around for
Vitality comp.
start.
They're getting a little better at trying to hold C when we go to defense.
Seeing this guy just shred people through smokes everywhere they went, especially the C side. Now, but Vitality,
yeah, then he ran through a smoke and died, didn't he?
He did, yeah, eventually. That was the overheat. That was the moment where he burned a bit too bright. For Vitality, they start on the attack, and we will look elsewhere, perhaps, for those shining performances. Yumpy shining bright enough.
Is he meant to send it through? He is meant to send it through. Kron gets out of there with the TP and doesn't get traded.
And maybe getting them into the C side, but FUT are looking like they want to
What an absolute shot that is.
For Yedege, that hasn't worked out, and well, the damage adding up in favor of Vitality. Like
10 HP gets an extra.
In a very good position.
It's insane. The great pistol.
Is always going to be wonderful. I think that's now
this is the only thing at the moment, though.
Under their belt so far. It is worth mentioning.
1 out of 6 for the Phoenix.
Both of these teams look immeasurably better on the attack. That's what we've seen. Even in the recent defeat that they had to Mates, it was a 9-3 attack.
Yeah, that second shot is so good.
For Vitality, and the victory against Mates on the other side was an 8-4 attack. So I'm fully expecting hefty attack sides from either of these squads. I will say that's
I'm surprised about
they get to start on that favored side. They get to build
the lack of C right now.
Pace of this map, and then it's going to be up to FUT to kind of turn things
Because
around.
normally a Phoenix comp would want to try get this.
You're looking at a good sign for FUT.
Yeah, it's a decently big if, though. Vitality of the momentum of the previous map. Now they're on a favored side. And yes, FUT will get that opportunity later, but it is a worry to be a map down and trailing in the second half, pardon me. So for FUT, even in rounds like this, you want to see
Cypher's not crouching back at plat, can you jump spot him from pocket?
Those ideas.
From here, can you spot here? I think it would depend on how close he is to this.
Hook, line, and sinker for the rest of the squad who were stacked up behind him. This time,
if he's close to it, you're not seeing him.
4K. This time they have
if he's near the back bit, like there, yeah.
They did lose one player early on, but Vitality are not silly enough to repeat that mistake and go exploring that territory instead. It's a free C site taken, and even if you catch Chronicle here, or Profect, the other man fighting, those are just pistols in play. You're gonna have to get at least a third kill before any damage is actually.
Am I the only one looking at this thinking, are we sure?
Might be able to box them in if they.
Because I'm looking at Sociable with his smoke.
That's kind of the problem at this stage. Now there is a smoke,
and it's a little scary. They got an Astra star down.
Could try and pull some doubt for the players on the other side, maybe bait them back into the spike, but
that's his smoke.
It's gonna be a lot easier said
that's
than
his
done.
defense smoke. He's given them a one-way.
He's thrown down hasn't actually shrouded their vision whatsoever. So it's going to be those pistols going down. Of course, for Yumpy, the extra orb is more than worth its weight in gold.
He thought they were fighting on site. He thought they were fighting on site. He gave him a smoke. It's fine. At least they didn't give him any orbs against the Phoenix. It's okay.
Strong buy going into the next round.
Yeah, you know, I thought on the retake on C there,
not great.
Smoke might
not
have
great
went
on this one.
Else.
Yeah.
Yumpy 2 away.
He might have expected there to still be at least a player on the site that they were looking to deal with.
Sure, but I think that does just stop you diffusing in any capacity, because it's a one-way that the attackers normally put up. But, you know, muscle memory, perhaps. FUT really liked the attack side, so they played as if they were on it just there. A 2-0 start for Vitality, relatively clean.
Picking mid.
There's nothing on C.
He swung garage. He just picked garage. Yeah.
I don't see. Just keep holding. I will try.
There's a gun.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
I'll be walking short one guy, by the way.
So Neon was garage.
Guys,
I will take your shot.
Guys, I think he has a default camera. Yes, guys. What we need to do, Stefan, can you drone mid? Yeah. Let's show ourselves on A, but we go 4C long, okay?
4C long.
Wait, one on the window.
Yes. Menakko, he's on top B. He's gonna swing you.
Nice, nice.
One was top B. But guys, I really think you should contact C long. Contact C long, please.
I'm gonna pick front B though.
He was on top.
You, bro.
Don't see.
You should have
I will
camera
keep
top C,
walking.
so...
Do you want to go maybe through garage
Yeah.
then?
You're...
One more maybe.
Wait. I'm holding front B.
Yeah, Omen was B.
I think we finish front B here.
Okay. No problem. Checking tops. I don't see. I'll check right.
Left.
I don't see anything.
Let's see.
I reveal close.
Scanning ahead.
Across.
He's picking on timing.
Player
I have the
standing.
spike.
Spike down B.
Keep the garage window.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Kron didn't stand much of a chance
I
there.
think you guys should
Sliggy played by
contact long
Sociable
C.
for his
Okay,
third
but
and a first
I'm
round
gonna
for
face
FUT
B.
secured.
A
That
decent round for them in
that's
the end.
incredible.
It looked like for a moment it could get very costly, but these are the sort of fights that you kind of expect to see them having. Contact, aggressive plays, and constantly sort of pushing the barrier of what their opponents are going to be ready to face off against.
Bonus round.
Well, there you go. Chronicle is even cheering for the opposing
Okay,
team.
big round. Yampy has his ult, so could keep
He's
it nice and
clearly had a
simple. Looks
very
like they're
good
going
move
to.
today. And well,
FUT
with a
are sending
map
it.
up of running
Right?
back now coming into their full buy.
No, just inserting the Omen.
Let's see if that same smile will continue, or if FUT are going to be able to wipe it off his face.
This can still be a very strong
I like this
start
from
to the
FUT
map
though.
for
Mate,
Vitality.
we use a
Damage during the
dash for
previous
that.
round puts FUT
So
down
they
to
use util at the
couple
beginning.
credits missing for
They make it
Sociable
look
for
like they're
Sop.
fighting, and obviously they're trying to cover up the
Victory here
cipher.
will have its growing
And he's
pains
popped
for
his
the
dash
defensive
early,
side.
thinking they're going to
And
fight
right
him.
back,
And
as
so
you
he's
said,
just trying to
online
clear
for
the smoke and get the
Vitality, a
most out of
very
it, because
big
he's already
piece of the
popped it.
puzzle. And you can play much more
Pretty hard for them to get free chokes now.
loose in terms of your early map
Like their main
control. You can
bet.
see not really contesting mid, not
Especially with an
looking for that
Astra, it's not like an
garage
Omen
control,
can
but
TP here anymore.
when you've got two Yumpies to work with, clearing that space should never really be a
Sayonara
problem.
has
They
no
are moving
drone, it's
towards
just
C-long.
contact on
This
this.
is a big danger for Sociable.
No one baiting
As
on
the
site.
pressure comes on, and he will eliminate the first
Not
Yumpie.
bad.
There's to be no second.
Yeah,
with
No
that
dash
ult
though,
pop.
it's still hard to get
That's
through the
worth
choke.
the kill, and look at the rotation already. 3 players within this site. Sop has done damage, he goes for more, but again, it's damage, but it's kills going the other way.
Helps when they all face you.
Profek able to hold the line. The low HP players do have to be careful though.
30
That's one for
seconds left.
Gedege already. And with the trip being broken on the other side, he's going to be there quick, but because there was also the push-up from Profek,
Yeah,
Chronicle
I mean,
has
this
now
was
ended
very
up
nice from
selling this
Profek, yeah.
as much more
Gives
of
him
a
the
fake
option.
than he probably ever intended it to be.
Well, Uli said that Profek was going to be
10
the
seconds
highlight on
left.
the Astra. I think that global utility being a reason, but his presence dialed in on the C site this time. Very nice work to pick up 3. And I don't think FUT did the wrong thing there to re-swing in after the initial fight, looking to catch those or shoot those fish while they're still in the barrel before they burst out onto the C site. But, well, Vitality didn't need to FUT out.
Long smoke. I mean, they just
Instead,
thought they had
just had
numbers, so they were
Profek
going to swing it.
staring at them from far away.
I
Things have
don't.
gone
I think
swimmingly
if
for
the
the
comms are
attack,
good
3-1
and they
up, as
hear
we
the
said.
jet
Two
dash, which I'm
players
pretty sure
low
they
on
did,
economy, so this save
I
for
think
Gedege
they,
is pretty important. It's going to mean that they've got a
I don't know, they just
decently
shouldn't be swinging
well-rounded
this.
buy in the next.
At least they
Limited
all
weaknesses
swing
in
together.
positions like,
Like,
garage to hold
they're on the
here.
same page,
Judge
but
is never really out of the question.
it's not
And
ideal.
certainly
Like right there, Vitality
never out of a
want
position
people to
where it
duel
can
them.
find value for the most part. But for FUT, this definitely becomes a dangerous map now. The potential for Vitality to run away with this early attack side with a map under their belt already. And Profek's performance last
He
time,
dinked
stepping
him and
up in
then
this round,
and then
yeah,
insta
this
pop
is
the other guy.
getting dangerous.
30 seconds.
Yeah, as I said, this is the half where I still expect both of these sides to have their better, but I think for
Yeah, that's
Vitality,
full sexy round.
couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Wonderful shots hit by Profek. There we go. Still a purchase up for the defense. A Judge.
Flash over the
no
top, recon.
shields being the major
Dude, but again, they
vulnerability.
don't fight it. Last time they did this, they had
Maybe
Cypher here, so
Sociable
they
was
might
one
think
of
it's the
first
same thing.
Pieces of contact. He is deep on that short control. Drone is going to give them some information, but it only spots Chronicle. Now, he's normally the lurker anyway, so it doesn't tell them too much.
Yeah, not enough to cause the rotations, but
Isn't this
C
absolutely
push
pointless?
might be
Yes, but this is for first
going
seed,
deeper
mate.
and deeper to clear this information. And now he knows C completely
Using the
don't
waylay?
want
No,
to
they're
have
just
a
trying to
trip even
fake. They're trying to
Koreans
fake the
walk
round
through
that they
garage.
did before, where
could
they were fighting with the
send
Cypher
Yabushay
behind.
away now.
Now they're
have
hoping
that
that they're going
A
to
side
walk
even
contact over
more
towards
so
A. They're hoping they think there's a
reinforced.
Cypher here,
Push comes to shove, Zeus can
which means that they
shift
won't
over
default
one or
properly,
no
which means they
effect
can have
Yabushay
numbers
a
here.
long way around. It does mean their rotation to C is
So
slower,
they're doing
but
this whole
when
thing
you've got
just
a man
purely
here,
because
it
they were.
doesn't really
There's
matter.
layers
Straight
to it, is what I'm trying to
with
say.
the ultimate, Yumpy meets the first, but the judge that we talked about is in play, and in Sociable's hands it looks deadly. Yabushay quickly trading out on the site, that rotation paying off, and the numbers advantage there for FUT. A 1 versus 2. And Sayonara still has to plant the spike.
Yeah. Sop's flank
Missed the
actually
first
ends
layer,
up
yeah.
saving
They were trying to
Sociable
hide a
as well.
Cypher here.
That's why
Then
the judge
Chronicle
player
found the
now
trips
has a gun in
earlier.
hand.
They're trying to make it look like the same round.
Sayonara maybe still expecting players to be coming in from the spawn. It's both players have been spotted on the other side, but I guess he still expected there to be some sort of long wrap around. Sop already going to be getting that one to half, needs to be spammed and Sociable, just playing the guard.
It's
on
very
the other
nice.
side.
They
It's gonna
did
make that
outplay
one
them, man. They
look
tricked
quite
them.
comfortable in the end. We'll have another round onto the board, and a lot of it just comes down to Sociable, not just getting a kill, but being able to stay alive for such a ludicrous amount of time.
Yeah, I think he re-smokes himself. Look, you've got a judge in a corner. It's already difficult to deal with, but at least you can box him in. That smoke goes up. There's no way you're
He
competing.
even paranoid. He even paranoid Prophet to get his teammate the kill.
Chucks the paranoia. You try to run away. You don't want to challenge the judge up close. You don't want to let him close the distance with your
What an
vision
important
being
round.
nearsighted. And then the flank comes through. Very nicely done for FUT to get a second.
8 people that
crucial
can't
round
fight
as well,
next.
as the economy
Sorry, they
was
can't buy
pushed to
next.
the limits.
Go for a
It
big
is
fight on C.
still being
Here we go
challenged
again.
here.
This time they win it
Vitality
out.
gone
They
in
did
for a
so
full
much damage from
investment.
this.
There are weaknesses. The Blade Storm being picked up would have helped out, but
While they're fighting
well,
over towards
it's
C, they
no
saw a
longer
lot.
on the
Mate,
table.
does he overstep
The
here?
Hunter's Fury acquired
He kind of
in
oversteps,
previous
but at the
with
same
death
time, the
of
trip.
Sayonara.
I feel like this.
Well, it could
This is
honestly
so
help
strong.
them in this round, but
But if he
might
doesn't,
not
if
have
he
it.
doesn't get that kill,
Had already taken full A control.
Yeah. It's gonna be an
Deadly H,
irritating
thanks so much for
round.
the
An
prime.
aggressive
Is he going back
start
for more?
early from Sociable, but a lot of teams in
Thanks
that
so much for
moment
the
would
prime,
then
man. I
just
appreciate
hold
that.
on
And
to
thank you
some
for the 4
control.
rounds.
Like, let's push up A, but let's not go for those fights. Not FUT. They're always going to have a second layer to that aggression, and Vitality have fallen victim to this squad once again. 45 seconds left on the clock.
I could understand
Economy
a
hanging in
nice
the
shot.
balance
I
and
could
so-
understand
yeah,
a
you know, 46
Vitality
HP. Why
timeout
wouldn't he
after
swing
this.
again?
Look at this. You have a
Because
smoke put
right
down
now
on
the
B to try to
Cypher
make a
trips,
player on
like the
either
Cypher
side
util,
worried about
is
the
just
walkthrough,
getting
but you also
way
have a
too much
trip that
value.
hasn't been spotted and hasn't been
30
broken. So
seconds
FUT
left.
have this information. Sociable, who was the gatekeeper of the B site, and Garage just looking after those trips. Even when the smoke fades, he's going to see they're not here.
You would
They
wanna,
will
if you
quickly
BBL,
be
you'd
able to
wanna
help out towards this
skip
A site.
play-ins,
Keep
that's
in
it.
mind, Sociable still has a paranoia, and his paranoias have been pretty perfect so far. If Vitality were to push,
Yeah.
we can see this
10
round would
seconds left.
likely be a loss, short of Crystalli or Sop having a big
Good
whiff.
for the money.
Yabushay is even there to help out. But of course, they decide to save. And that's where FUT say, you know what, we've got a couple credits to spare, potentially. It's
Ooh,
definitely worth
Yampy.
taking those weapons out of your
we
hands.
talking
And
about
they've got
what we're
one
doing
more
next, or
already. Prophet at least holding onto his rifle. But what was a promising start here has now been very heavily challenged by FUT.
No, this is the thing. They are an all-consuming side when they get into that same sort of form. We saw them attempt this quite a lot on Lotus, but you can see on Haven, they've just got it down to a T. The confidence of those swings. Sociable currently 7-2 at the top of the board on the Omen, and then Sop just decided, right, I'm winning this round. Had them almost trapped in spawn, cowering away from where he was going to be fighting. Now, the few things to pad the gap in this round, you got the Tour de Force. That Hunter's Fury is still available, but a lot of the reliance comes onto Chronicle, and well, he's given an opportunity early, but he doesn't take it.
Well, he certainly tried. But no capitalization this time around. Vitality seem to be slowly making their way towards this A site.
still a similar thing, right? They're not doing much around the map. I will say that the two-person hold on A is a little weak, though, and they're in front of this smoke.
Trip this time set for the kill on C, so they don't have as much of a turtle over there.
Lurker back down
What
on
I
this.
do like is this high-low setup that they're putting in play towards the A site. Again, the tour de force is dangerous. You got 2 players trained in on the angle. Even if he comes swinging, you've got a decent chance to take him down. But that setup's being spotted. Hunter's Fury now fired in on the back of it. A little low to start with, but now he's caught Cristalli. And Chronicle is there to pick him up after the tag. At tour de force, try as you might to avoid it.
30 seconds
They're
left.
given no choice but to feed Kron. And a couple weapons eaten up by Vitality here gives them a pretty convincing upper hand.
I do think got so owned by this drone as well, though.
For this one, Yedajay seems to. I'm also looking at the overdrive.
Wrecked by the drone into the slow.
Gap, but with them already being trapped and losing players left and right, it only makes sense that to hold on to the weaponry. But yeah, the second that tag came through, that was enough for the activation. And of course, for Yumpy,
Yumpy gets his ult for next round.
Ready. It now is. And he's even cleared Sop's weapon
But
at the same time. They make this one as costly
took a gamble
as
that they were
possible.
going to go front B here.
Although they'll
Doesn't
now
pay
have
off.
an idea where Sociable is hiding, I think catching him is going to be different.
Well, Prophet's certainly on his trail.
I will say,
but yeah, now he's tucked in.
considering
Weapon
this
saved
trip
for
in
FUT, but
Garage
the round lost
was
and
getting them so much
convincing one coming out
value,
of
they should probably
Vitality.
just keep doing it until
You
it
gotta
gets
say that
broken.
Hunter's Fury from Sayonara. He waited a long time to use it, but that could not have been any better. I believe the tag coming through as well. I don't know if that was a collapse from the drone. The fact that they were lined up,
It's not good, is it?
given an easy reveal. Hunter's Fury firing in to great effect. And it's even just stopping them from taking the fight together because they're trying to avoid that blast of damage. And instead, they get a blast of a big old gun from Chronicle. Only a 1-round lead, but that forces full reinvestment from FUT. Credits put on the line.
Oh,
and
here we
early
go.
aggression
Bit of
started.
Garage.
Vitality look to pick this up quickly. We've lost A, so pressure.
And they
put into
find
the
that,
B
dude, here we
side.
go.
I think Yumpy
Getting
will
trips
be linking
everywhere.
Up with Garage, and he might do all the way around. Nobody on B, and now they realize
We
that
cleared
that's 'cause
from
someone's
B
over in
and
Garage.
stroll into
They do, in
Garage.
fact. They had the space on the B side, but they were looking elsewhere. Chronicle's now been spotted, and they're being surrounded. This is a lot more disjointed than I originally expected it to be. The run it back got almost nothing other
I
than
think Ducker's
information,
brain's
but they
not
didn't
working there.
really play off of that information and gave those fights over individually.
Spike down mid.
Instead, now it's left all onto Yumpy, the man who kicked off with that aggressive player into the B site. He's now got 4 to find, and wow, Sop, of course, is swinging anyway. From
Clear
a
all of
confident
B,
victory to a,
and he
well,
walks into
a
Garage.
fairly disappointing
There's no
defeat,
one
if
B.
I'm
Where
honest.
do you think
Yeah,
the
that's
C-Link
that's
players
a real
are?
gut punch of a round from Vitality. Like,
What is
The
that?
reality is they came in here trying to tie a bow in their shoes, and they tripped over their
Does anyone use
shoelaces.
mix at all?
Overcomplicated things when it comes into that
Not
B-side
unless they're
push.
trying
They
to
run it back, trying to fake
play
B,
all
but
of
it
the
doesn't
agents
track
once.
anybody. It doesn't see anybody. And the call
It's
there
crap
has
and
to
pro
be,
play, basically.
the B site's wide open. Where do you think they are? Maybe they're all on the A site. Maybe they fell for that early. They don't put the pieces together in time, and then the pressure on
DRG.
Garage is
Didn't
frankly
DRG lose every
pathetic.
game
It's
of
one
it?
player going in, spams, a little bit of posturing, and then the guy on site's just left to die. Like, that was a very bad reaction from Vitality, and I'm not surprised to see a timeout immediately called here. This is supposed to be the half that they can build up a lot of rounds on, and
I think
honestly,
FUT will
it's
take this
looking
timeout
like
as well.
They're lucky to have that pistol under their belt.
Yeah, for sure. Like I
Dude, the
think
coaches are not doing much talking on the
they
Vitality
had
end
the
here.
right pieces for the last round. but
There's a
just-
lot of the players
yeah,
coming
once-
up with
once-
stuff.
I think they expected resistance, and when they didn't get it, they were like,
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
just
what to
didn't
do now.
adapt to it. Like, I do like the idea. Most of the time, that's going to bring those players to the B site. They think it's a quick hit of B. But FUT had already planned for it being Garage. They had 2 players there. And they just said, okay, if it's B, whatever, let's just hold this space and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it was the right call.
Well, it's also interesting because Chronicle did end up getting a lot of space, but it was kind of like because they didn't get Garage,
Yeah.
the rest of the players almost froze. Like there wasn't a backup plan from that moment.
Okay, trying to
Surely
get the
just a
neon
blip,
set up and
but
not
maybe
have
a
to worry
blip on
about
this map
short.
that they can't afford. We'll have to see if their defensive side is
Dude, Yedajay took a long
up to
time to do this.
scratch, or if they can get these last few rounds in the half. Looking
Double
already.
trip.
Zeus down mid,
Double
Sop
trip.
back
He's
with
going
the
to play
operator in
back a
hand.
site and they're trying to
Ultimate
bait him in short.
available
A
to him, but
Sova?
definitely not the spot you'd expect him to use it. Of course, if he gets a
Feels
kill,
like that should be the
plan will
waylay, but the
likely be
waylay's
to
bottom
just
middle.
dive right out of there, and this time they are breaking all of those doors. He's now been spotted. Can he get out? Yes, he can.
Goes back for more.
Back out. I love this re-aggression.
Can't get out this time.
No. There's no way back, but he is going forward instead. Sayonara.
That's unlucky. But now what? Because he can't get out.
That trap is
Great
tricked,
shot.
But Zeus claps back onto Yumpy.
6 bullets.
Losing the Phoenix
He's in
is
so
tough
much
there,
trouble.
the
But he
trade
at least gets good
makes it
info, and they at
worthwhile.
least
Yeah,
do
it looked
something
like
with
pretty much
that.
everything that could have gone wrong for Zeus
Very
did
nice,
go
man.
wrong.
The
He
reactions
still
are
comes out in a 1-for-1
great.
trade. The walk up as well from Sop. We
So,
said this throughout.
sorry, Sop knows there's no trip now as
There's
well, so he
always
might
a
be tempted to
second layer, and
push.
he normally is the man to continue that aggression.
Cypher info here.
Trip's going to be broken, but this is Chronicle attempting to sell a fake. It's time they want to try and challenge further in towards that B site. And they will get the plant. There's not much they could do about there. Instead, he looks to try and fight the player up top and gets caught by
If he
Prophet.
peeked right there was a chance. He has no idea where anyone is.
Deep side push. Look at what's happening.
What's the
down
timing
on
like
mid
on this
though.
one?
Sop and Chronicle. It's all going to be about the timing of this one. Macron's just tucked in that corner, a wall up as well. For Sop, this becomes very difficult. He'll approach with pace, but a backstab seals his fate. TP from Sociable works out wonderfully. No smoke to play with, but look at that.
Not a good plan. Oh, he's insta-swing. Oh my god, so close.
He's gonna fire through the smoke, and it will be Cristalli to
Ow.
steal the round
The 3 on
away.
site.
That is
Didn't get
incredible.
anything.
And again, I don't know what it is today, but Sociable's TPs, he's been rolling the dice, but well, they're landing exactly where he needs them to.
Omen Flash hit 2 back of sight.
Like, just the quick couple of kills that he gets. This should have been it sealed. But yeah, TPing it, and then his counter spam is so
Omen
much
Flash
better
into
than
TP.
Prophet's, and he
Cristalli
doesn't
wins the
even have
1v1.
information other than the bullet tracking.
Yeah, how he is revealed there and then wins a spam battle, I'll never understand.
Okay.
Someone's frustrated, but
Well, he just got
Servo
killed from
strat.
behind in mid, didn't he?
yeah, I suppose. But I imagine there was a smile on his face towards the end of the round. Recovery
All
looking
right
wonderful now for Sop. Opening
too far away?
Hunter's Fury
Yeah, he
even
is.
fired through for FUT. They're looking to hammer home this victory, and Cristalli's instantly ready for this deep dive on B. Cancels the ult early. This re-aggression, though, from Sop, it's a little bit too far.
Lose
That
B,
is
wanted
the
to
game you
kill
get
the
with
guy
Sop.
window.
He giveth, he taketh. Sometimes he taketh a little bit too much. Convergence path ready.
Mate, they still got a drone. It should be drone to get info.
Unclear. Yadajay waiting, but that's not a fight that he really wants to be taking. The operator is going to clear him out. Paranoia has made it awkward. There goes the dive in, though. This time, the ultimate does connect. The convergence path giving
It's
it a
all
boost.
this
Sociable
duel.
spam
Dude,
fails
that should be the
and puts
round.
it back into a 2v2.
The Omen wins that. We
Chronicle's
smoke the
been doing
spike, wins the
fantastically well with
defuse.
this operator, but he needs a little more, and he is giving
The
it.
Crons have an
Leaving just
insane
one.
impact in this best of 3.
Zeus did well in the initial retake, but now Chronicle shows that patience, shows that experience, and even shows a little love tap. It's going to come down to the
sick.
final shot.
What a great
For
round
that
from
man
him.
with the operator, 4 kills to his name, and 5 rounds for Vitality.
Yeah, 5-5 on the attack side for Vitality. You might think this is a tough break for them, but it doesn't look like Chronicle's all too
This
stressed.
doesn't need to happen
12
from
and
Sop.
5 now, a sensational
Especially as they got
performance.
away, Leo.
Great round that really puts him leagues above the rest here in the first half at least, and a crucial one as well. This would have been FUT running away with
Bad
things.
play from the
considering how
Omen.
it started, 3-1 down,
He
the
should be
lead
trying
could
to
locked
smoke
in
the spike
for the
before
half,
the
but now,
duel. That's it.
although that's still a possibility, and because Vitality
His
didn't
mate
win
cleared
the round
front
we
sight.
expected them to earlier.
Like the only thing.
But have
To
that
take the duel is fine,
economy to
but
buy
he
back up.
should be smoking spike. In an
Still
ideal world,
challenged
it's
for
smoke
at
spike,
least
he
even footing at
taps,
the half.
then waits 2 seconds, then takes the duel. Because the
thing is,
pressure's on, the guy
Vitality's
from
also
window will be
coming online
spamming.
just in time. Guaranteed last round tour de force, guaranteed run it back, and quite likely to have a Hunter's Fury as well. The chance of having a round found off the back of ultis is definitely
Anonymous
there for
Gifter,
Vitality
what
before
in
this half is
the
over.
hell is that name?
Yeah,
Thank you, thank you
more
for the
so.
gifted, mate.
If they can keep that pistol streak up or show us some of that prowess on the defensive side that we're yet to really see here in stage 2. Of course, anything can change.
Read the user, my
I
guy.
think they'll
We
be
are
hoping that for Durka, the
on a
second half
Twitch
will change
strike.
quite drastically.
You
He
think
might
I'm
have a
gonna
lot of
risk it?
complaints about the Neon, but right now the Jet is also struggling.
still got like 3
40
weeks
seconds
left.
on the clock. A fake being sold towards the A site. Well, that fake has ended very quickly indeed.
30 seconds left.
And now with the smoke falling, this becomes a problem. They're diving in towards a site that still has 2 players within it. One of those is sociable. The other, do they expect Yedajay? No, they do not. They thought maybe it'd be a one-man defense. It has been quite often, and then Profek is caught in the back. Chronicle's been incredible. But this would have to be, well, the biggest round.
It's a lot
yet,
of rounds
and
on
it wasn't
defense
to
right
be.
now.
6-5, FUT break back in convincing fashion. And at a minimum, they'll go in level at the half.
Yeah, from the 3-1 lead and a dangerous Vitality, immediate recovery coming out of FUT, and now 4 ultimates there to play.
The strike
for.
from
Vitality have to fight
the London
for neck and neck
fiasco.
at the half, with a pretty stacked hand at least, but this isn't where they want to be.
Yeah. The weaponry,
The
it's
incident.
going to be padded by the fact that they
Storm
have.
Tour de
Yeah.
Force.
Not long left on
It's
it.
still
It's
not perfect, but we've seen them do it with just a Hunter's Fury and a Tour de Force, so it's definitely possible.
Well, the run it back is going to be the point of contact. Yedajay under
Big
pressure.
play.
He's got the reveal at least, and he's going to let that
Very
ultimate
nice.
run by,
So
punish Durka behind, and then that TP
Big
from
kill.
Sociable.
Ah,
I said
mate,
he's been
Yedajay, what a
crazy
round. What a
today,
round, dude. That
but
was
this
sick
is
to
a
watch.
ludicrous
7 on
round
defense is
from
way too
FUT,
many.
and in-zone
Surely that's way too
flawless. I
many.
cannot believe
Against a
that
comp that's been
Sociable
struggling on
decided
defense
to
anyway.
pop the ulti up behind them, and I can't believe that Vitality didn't check. FUT have got to be feeling good.
That,
with the lead stolen away from Vitality
That
at the
pause
halftime.
was like
And
the
one man who is
best.
feeling good
Wait.
now. Let's see how he felt earlier. Is Vlad the coach?
Bro, I was too busy
of
looking at the
Team
main bit of
FUT.
the screen.
We had a chat with him
No one said
before
that?
this match. Let's see what he had to say.
I was too busy enjoying the Yedajay play. That might have been just as good.
Vlad, big game today. A lot on the
The
line.
comms, yeah, they're going
Winning
crazy in
here
the comms there for
full
sure.
Control your destiny. Do you like these kind of stakes coming into a game like this?
Yeah, of course. Like, just you told it already. Like, we have our own destiny in our own hands, and we're gonna do what it takes today. And like, this is gonna be the most memorable game. Not the last one.
Handshake here. I could see Vlad falling for a handshake.
Like, I like this scenario.
I want to ask more about that, right? Because you were talking about it the last
Oh,
time we
he's
had you on the
tempted.
couch as well, is that there's something about the matchup this time around that you're particularly enjoying. What is it?
Like we played against them 4 times in the season. They beat us. Like 3 of them were really tight games, but the last time they smashed us. Now we're gonna return the favor.
Whenever you have a game like that where you get smashed, in your words, you know, are you just thinking about it? Is that one sticking around in the back of your mind? You're thinking about ways that you could have outdone them?
Not really. I mean, for my perspective,
Hey, Mundane with the
first
Prime, thank
3
you.
Games, all were winnable. In
Thank you
my
for the full months,
opinion,
mate.
and we threw some of them. And we will be in the game today with the full mindset, sending them to play-ins.
And what's going to be your edge? What's your secret weapon against Vitality today?
We had a solid 1 week prep, unlike the last times. We prepped them really good, and everybody's feeling good individually as well. We know our weaknesses, we know our strengths. We will be focusing on strengths today.
I look forward to seeing it. Good luck today, my man.
Thank you.
Didn't get him.
Well, the old blueprint certainly still working for FUT here. 7 rounds after
What's with the
first
YouTube
half. That was
thumbnail, mates? This is the
defense, and
teams that
of
are playing
course, the
today.
attack coming up next. The side where we expected them to be favored. They're looking
What's the
good.
second game? It's on the
To
thumbnail.
at least challenge for a 3rd map again. Both teams fighting for playoffs, and in playoffs they'll be fighting to go to Barcelona.
Blue wall against
If you want
Liquid.
to go to Barcelona, scan that code before we run out of tickets. They're on sale now. We'll see you there in a couple weeks. Let's see if we'll see either of these teams.
I think this
in
is a must-win
playoffs.
pistol for Vitality if they want to do
Also,
this.
Have a little listen
Straight
in
up
with the boys
C.
for the pistol.
Oh, we get a pistol listening. They don't see him.
CT bakıyorum ben. Ölmedin, CT'ye gitsene de beraber. CT'ye alın, backside alın. Bak,
Kanka gerek yok gibi ya.
double door
Gerek
öldü.
yok, gerek yok.
VIT sendeyim.
Gel Altuş gel. Daha.
Sendeyim.
Nerede oğlum? Long'da adam mı var?
Çıkmış, longa çıkmış, evet.
Aa solumda.
Biri
Bak,
geldi.
piklemiyorum.
Tamam, yaptım ben.
Pikleme gerek yok.
Bir geldi,
Kontağım
çıkacağım abi,
Kontağıma
kontağım.
çıkın aynen. CT'ye de siz double cross, Okan da double'a bakıyor.
Vallahi
Çok iyi. Ben de şu an. Tamam,
Good
kontağıma
plan.
çık ya, kaldım burada.
Don't swing. Swing off your contact.
Hakem sana, hakem vurdum Chamber'a.
1 enemy.
Very nice.
Eko vereceğiz, Eko.
It still is a wonder how his throat doesn't cut out on him sometimes. Yedege is going to need some,
They were calm. They
cello
came up with
voice after this
plans.
one.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's
Solid.
just natural. You know, he's talented in many ways, and
It's like we're going third map.
for getting their first pistol of the series so far. It's not what you want to see if you're, well, hoping for a Vitality 2-0, because FUT going into their favorite side of the map, they have an advantage, they have the pistol under their belts, and now it's going to be mainly up to Vitality to kind of prove that they're still in this one. Profek, we mentioned, had a...
The only thing you got to watch out for is Kron with 3 bullets.
To the defensive side the last time he played. Also had a good start to this map, but it's gone very quiet since. And Durka, I'll be honest, the only other time I think I said his name was in conversation about the fact that I haven't seen much from Durka.
That's in the conversation for one of the worst Phoenix flashes.
Can you
I've
name
seen.
these skins?
Bounced off the bottom frame.
I mean, that's
blinded his
this
buddy
one?
behind him, and just let everyone know. I'm
Dunno,
about to
man.
come through the smoke in a second.
Elder Fawns
But it
or
is the
something.
best round to
Fawns.
make that mistake.
Something to do with
Yes,
fawns.
yes, very much so.
That's
This
the
one?
silver
I got no
lining.
idea.
Yeah, if that was a buy round, I think we'd have
It was close.
a lot to discuss. in
Rose
terms of the
Fawn? Yeah, I
approach.
should have gone with that.
But trying to make the best
This
of
one's
the
easy.
pistols. Of course, classics for Vitality. Stack up on B.
This
hoping
one?
to punish the push in, but FUT are going for an extremity.
Wait, what? I mean, what am I meant to
Taking
say
their
there?
time in doing so as well.
It
They
feels
don't
like it
throw
begins
too
with an
many
E,
risks
but
into the mix here. It's an opportunity, even with one player going down, to have a very strong start. A lot of credits built up on that
Prelude?
attack side, and that's
I mean,
not
there's
an
an E in
opportunity
there.
that FUT want to squander here.
No, it's going to be an attempt to maybe get a few ultimate orbs, but
Ion, right? I know that one.
other than that,
I like
should
that
be
Ion.
fairly comfortable. And I wouldn't even be surprised to just see Vitality now just sit and die to the spike. The only player that you might consider sending in would be Yumpy, but he's already died, so they don't really have to worry about that. The rest of the ultimates are not quite coming online quick enough. Of course, this is
Still got it.
still the
Still got it.
6-orb Phoenix.
Bob's allowed to
No
hunt.
changes made just yet. And for Sop, of course, only having a Marshal. An opportunity for maybe an orb, and well, he does get one, but not quite in the manner that he would have hoped
Probably
for.
the best loss
In
you
the
can
end,
get, I guess,
Vitality
for
get a couple more of
Vitality.
their own, and then
Not
we'll
giving
go
him too
down
many
to the
orbs.
spike. It's 9-5. FUT firmly in the lead, and now this is where we look to see if Vitality have a response.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be where they're tested. We've had a pretty tough first half coming out of Durka. Yumpy on the Phoenix, not delivering. Profek, like you said, had a strong start, it's gone silent, and was definitely the shining
least
light
it's on
of
the
this
eco.
defensive side last time. Right now, it looks like the beating heart of Haven for Vitality is the pistol round that they started out
You're
with.
older
It's
than
been a
Oni
flash in
Pixel
the
for
pan
sure,
here and
right?
there, but nothing to really
I'm pretty
worry
sure that's
FUT
right.
so far. Looking to be map 3 on the horizon, looking to be that neon for Durka.
Mate, sometimes people bring up
We
old
love to
school
see
stuff
it.
It's
about
actually his favorite
CS,
agent.
and
Oh, really?
he can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
it.
he's
So
actually heard
I
the
know he
opposite,
wasn't
but-
around for that stuff.
Ah, you misheard.
Oh, my bad.
Well done, Molly.
What I say is final.
He has to be
Anyway.
young.
Here is Durka on his favorite
Oh
agent
my
of Jet,
goodness.
and at the moment he's just watching. His teammates have managed to start this round off with a bang. Yumpy and Sayonara combining.
Very,
Durka
very
goes
nice.
down. He really was just a spectator in that round. As Yumpy's there to clean up, gets himself one away from a run it back, and what was a very
Are we so old that he's
fast-paced
losing his
take
memory?
from
Nah,
FUT.
dude,
He
it's
shut
like
down early, of course,
I can't
testing
remember what the
waters
example
a
was,
little
but
bit
I remember
in
watching
these
it and I
early
was like,
rounds,
mate, he
especially
didn't,
when
he
it was
can't
a
remember
bonus.
that
Yeah, doesn't really
event.
matter who's getting the kills as long as they're going into Vitality's favor, but it is important. for
Evanescence, yes.
Yumpy
Yeah, he probably wouldn't
to find that
remember
little bit of a
Evanescence, yes.
spark here.
I don't think he was around back
And
then.
Like we said, has been quiet. We'll expect to see the same from Durka as the rounds
But
go
FNS
on.
wasn't like,
And if they can find themselves back in
he was
form,
more of like a
this
ECS
map
kind of
isn't
player.
Too far gone. The worry is that so far it's been around.
They didn't get to like many
here or
lands.
there. Aggressive stance from Vitality. They look for the mid fight off rip, and they get some damage out of it. But for
Sociable
FUT,
has
that
no
looked like
fear.
it was going to be a lot worse.
Sociable just doesn't care about who's on the other side of the server, who's meant to be the guy that you shy away from a fight on. He's just swinging it. And while he's 14-6 right now, the man proving the unks can still do it. You know, there's that baby Bay guy as well. He's okay, I guess, but Insociable.
The
we
3
trust.
go exploring.
Now it's the 4v4.
They
They've
might
just
explore this
paused,
at a good time here.
basically making it so the Vitality are the ones who have to make a move. What they don't realize is that C site is very much open, And the longer that they take,
Val saved a lot of CS players for sure.
their opponents are eventually going to get. But they are waiting for that mistake, waiting for someone to make a move.
If you weren't relevant in
if
CS,
this trip is broken,
you had to move over.
might be the trigger
heard
point,
it.
but because Durka got round it, they've heard everything though. Yedege is so well placed. This probably gives them the realization, but never mind. He got baited by the steps instead. No, where's Sociable going? You know you've lost that control. And for what was looking like a free plum with all the info, sure, they got some info, but they lost half their team.
Yeah, that's a big fumble from FUT, and now Zeus and Crystalli are the men left to pick up the pieces. What's left of Zeus, I should say. He's not looking too healthy. He can take a shot, but that's about it.
Last player standing.
And he's going to have to weather a big storm. A jump shot from Chronicle.
The jump carry on running is incredible.
It's 7 on the board now. Chronicle challenging for the top of the scoreboard.
Who is the
well,
biggest profile CS player that switched to Val? Ethan? Yeah, it would be Ethan for sure. Ethan was actually tier 1. Nitro, to be honest, as well.
He's been a big piece to the puzzle on this chamber. Durka at least climbing up the board a little bit, but I am perplexed as to what went through the FUT players' minds. I can see how Yedege got baited by the steps running the other way, just expecting not
depends what era of CS we're talking.
But Sociable not realizing that somebody could be there, that was what confused me. He's normally very much on the money in terms of the way he gambles, the way he predicts motion.
Like beginning of CS:GO, sure, Scream.
Most certainly wrong. And now, while you look at the buy, I think the best thing that can come out of this round is if Sop gets the overdrive.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Sop has the overdrive.
Kron's way too confident. He's running up with the outlaw wall revealed, but his boys have got his back.
Dude, they keep this one clean as well, and then they're going to have their 2 good ults for the next big buy round.
Well, there's no doubt about it. That ult is online now. A 3-piece picked up. And the Hunter's Fury there if they need it.
I mean, there were some CS players that switched over that didn't make it.
Round for Vitality, farming up those
Kirishima at the beginning, Olafmeister.
The credits will flow as well.
Yeah, no, fantastic round from them. I think it was
like they tried.
The second that Sop got that overdrive and dived into the site, Sayonara shut things down. And he's been doing fantastically well on A. There's a couple of rounds now where they've gone aggressively into that side of the map, and a lot of teams will crumble. It can be very difficult to focus on either Zeus, who's going to dive over your defenses, or Sop, who's going to slide in moments later. But he seems to be
this is a much-needed timeout, because they're actually in a bad spot in terms of ults and money.
Which is actually really smart, because that's always the
biggest so many good at CS, similar to FNS, like tier 2 stuff. Someone's more of an up-and-comer.
But then he's coming out with a multi-frag
he was good though, like
sort of split
visually
the seas of FUT, and because of that, we're now going to see a FUT timeout coming through to try and stem the bleeding a little bit, because 3 rounds in a row, that is the most rounds in a row we've seen so far from Vitality, and it is on that defensive side.
Yeah, indeed. The reality is...
Tens? I mean, Somn was very similar to Tens.
Pretty much a sure thing that we were
they
going
were both,
to split. Like Vitality needed a miracle to turn
like
this around, and if we were to expect
young
a
players
Vitality
that
miracle, it was probably
had
in the
potential.
First half.
But we're playing in tier 2.
Yeah, it was a miraculous fumble instead, and from a flash in the pan being about the best report we had.
Some couldn't be that old in CS career. He played in Complexity for a little bit.
This becomes, instead of a very easily winnable or an already won map, this could be you repeating history. 2-0 down to Vitality. Playoffs life out of your hands, and
what changes with this one? We got a shock for the trip, but it's not there. Recon doesn't hit anyone. But dude, they weren't going to Sova all anyway, were they?
He's giving the game away though, and
that's the duel, surely. Dude,
and now
if we can lose this, they're normally so good at attack.
You've lost all map control. Your opponent's going to be breathing down your neck in a second, so you have to get into that site, and they do, and they catch Chronicle before
he landed so fast there.
They're still looking for a little bit more, though.
Whoa.
Maybe knowing that the ult was coming, they try and get aggressive, and well, the trade out is more than worthwhile. Sayonara has also done a little bit of additional damage, giving them that man advantage. Durka, he thinks he's got the drop on them, but he's completely wrong. Crystalli was still watching. Sociable's also caught Profek. This goes
big one way.
Once again.
One way might decide it.
That looks so favorable. It's quickly diminished.
It's great from
And they're
him.
still
The
hunting for
Sociable's
where
double
Sociable is, but
wrap
he's
here,
wrapped
wrap around
all
to
the
long
way
is great.
around.
They should
Cristalli having to
maybe...
be used
I was
as
going to say
bait.
that...
He's gonna
Oh,
swing
on
it
the
in there.
head.
Sociable straight off the
No
back
time
of
for
it.
this.
And that time getting desperately low. So much still for Sayonara to do, and will he even get the final kill? He will not. It is FUT
The
to convert.
wrap around was
Double
awesome on
digits
this,
will be
man.
theirs.
It was very, very
And
nice.
Vitality so close to stealing this round for them, but
Yeah,
for
that might be
some,
the one that decides it.
well, I guess unchecked angles and some good individual
But
plays.
Phoenix sword, they
Yeah,
put
Zeus did
Sova
really
all
well
into
to
it, they
punish
lost.
that walk back through, but I think it's Cristalli holding the flank, being so patient even when that pressure's being applied to the backside. That's what gives them a leg up. And he's there to
How about
close
you
it
in
out as
CS,
well.
mate? I was
Staying alive to
tier
put that
4
buffer,
probably.
that little bit of distance
I was
between
observing at the
FUT
same
and
time, man. I wasn't in the
Vitality. Now
team.
round gap to 2.
Might be generous with tier 4.
Vitality not
Most people would say
struggling when it comes
UKCS
to
was
credits.
tier
They've gone
5.
for a full investment. It was Chronicle being picked off right away. The sort of support utility of Sop, that relay bolt stunning him up while Zeus dove in deep to get the angle to eliminate him. That's what got them the previous round. Now, we're about to see what happens when Kron's still
Nice
alive. When push comes to shove and he gets ahead of the issue, finding one, looking.
Nice shot.
And Sop,
What a-
no chance
what a
to
peek,
stun.
man.
It's Chronicle with the stunner this time.
There's been a lot of talk about whether or not Durka should be on this chamber, and I think Chronicle has had enough of the noise. He's had enough of the talk that maybe people should be giving that weapon over to him because he is thriving. Has been all the way through this game so far. Sight going to be given up.
At least the UK has
Knowing that they
Mezzi.
can
Bro,
play this
Mezzi
retake.
was
Bear in
tier
mind,
6
Zeus
at the
is gonna
beginning.
get his ultimate from
Made
this.
his way up there. What an absolute
Verge's
legend.
path in a post plant is incredibly irritating to play against. It can slow you to a halt.
He grinded. He really did grind, man. He was getting
Make
grouped
things
at the
incredibly
events
awkward.
early on.
Vitality did well initially to force them back with the angles. They're trying to bait that
got
all
great
out,
work
but they
ethic.
are waiting for contact to be made. There is the contact, but it's sold one down the river. Zeus needs to go ham, and he gets absolutely nothing for it. And the patient Yumpy, who is out of range of that ultimate, dodged it
The
completely,
retake
is the
here
one
is
to
lovely,
swing
by the
back
way.
in
Molly
ahead
into
of
the
his
corner.
teammates. That's just
Flash
smart
was
stuff
great.
from Vitality. They knew what was coming.
Yeah, well, they even tried to bait it out earlier than that.
Yeah.
You see the flashes, you see them making noise, telling them, hey, look, we're starting the retake, drone and all, but then the worry was that they would have waited too long. They would have thought, okay, the ult's not coming, and that's when they actually decided to
play
exec,
on screen?
but no,
Only
there was
against
a
on screen.
second fake. Durka standing out wide. Durka taking the
Yeah.
fight because he's
He
got a
got a
dash.
kill.
He can yeah, he even got a kill. And that's the patience of FUT normally would be
Mezzi's the guy
rewarded,
with the
but
weird
Vitality
keybinds,
were
yeah.
so
Right
sure
click
that
is
ult was coming through.
Yeah.
He
W
was the
key or
only
something
man
mental.
there. He dashes out, you swing in, you go, oh, there's no one here anymore, and then the third and final actual retake starts. Really nicely done by Vitality, and now they're
Next
up
round
against
is
Pistols. This their
everything.
chance
Yampy wants to
equalize
get
and
his
close
ult.
that distance once and for all.
We saw it in the last map, though.
We got
Low bias
Molly
from
Wall
FUT.
to stop the plant here.
Better than most.
Wait.
Vitality did well in most cases to weather the storm, and well, that
Ah,
seems to be the
Yampy.
case again.
Incredible.
Yumpy on fire in more ways than one. He's back up to a run it back once again.
Nice shots.
And while the rest is
The
all
clean,
too
clean
easy
round.
for
This is it
Vitality.
right here.
A map where defensively they had struggled all the way through stage 2, only winning it versus Pacific, and even that was a 7-5. But this time, 5 rounds already on the defense, 3 more needed to convert this map, go 2-0, and basically what we were hinting at earlier, in case you weren't here, if this is a loss for Vitality,
yes,
there is no way in which they can finish above
Play-in's
BBL.
guaranteed.
You play against
It's
Santaris. I think I played one game
If
against
FUT lose,
Santaris. I
the
can't remember
only
if he was
way
in
they
that
can
team.
finish above BBL is if BBL lose to Pacific.
Woxic was
so
released
it's
though.
almost guaranteed.
Yeah, but literally, I'd always say, there's always a chance, but they have not won a single game. And if you as a player say, it's okay, we can lose today, because hopefully that team that hasn't won a game wins a game. Yeah, it's probably not the safest of bets.
Surely
And
not,
against
mate.
BBL, I think there's a whole different world of concerns there as well. Not the kind of team to
I
take the
think they
foot
know
off
where
the pedal.
Chronicle is.
Gron has not been
He's gonna get
afraid,
insta-tagged by the
with
drone.
that TP
Please get hit by the
in the
cam
back of his
again.
mind, but now that trip destroyed, he can't TP anymore. Now he's stuck. What does he do now? Gets stunned, gets pressured, and does he get away
Mate,
with anything?
I mean,
That
that
was
is
a big
deserved,
punish
though.
until
That is
Sayonara
deserved.
steps in
Sayonara
with
saved the
two.
day.
Jumpy
Yampy
fills
sent
in the
into
space
sight
on
with
the
his
side.
ult.
They're
Can he
so
get one? No.
aggressive with
Sayonara
that ultimate
has
in
got a
play,
double
of
from heaven.
course.
That's
But he
unbelievable.
won't find much.
Still has recon, still has
the
shocks.
advantage is there for Vitality.
No trip behind.
Sayonara. A-site has been insane, but there's a rapid. How does Durka get nothing? That looked like a surefire kill. Look at the HP. He's made it easy, at least, for the remaining players. Sayonara with his third of the round, jumping down, though, caught by Sociable. He's still healthy. He hasn't taken anywhere near as much of a tag. And now deals Profek the same amount of damage, almost even into this final
Profek, mate, you got to do it for Durka.
one that determines who is going to
Reposition's incredible.
Like
oh my god. Dude, Durka is getting nothing from the flanks. He got wrecked on the C1, he gets wrecked on the A1 here.
Again, desperately close in the manner they're winning these rounds, but they are winning the rounds.
Sociable facing those former teammates, the coaching staff on the other side, and well, showing them that maybe they shouldn't have let him go.
Nah,
to keep him around 18 and 11. He's been making aggressive plays. Don't forget, he's the one calling on that side. A lot of adjustments for Sociable over the last year. But this would be the icing on the cake to take this victory. Still a third map needed, but he's putting in the work to get them.
Still got loads of
round
money.
in the lead now for the attack. The defense comes in still with a buy. Tour de Force, a paranoia not ideal, but Sop won't be punished. Tour de Force online for Kron. They've already pushed up on
gonna leave site.
He's got a good position.
Okay, that's much better. They got Sova ult to either send it over towards the side or stop the plant.
Has done well to deal with the lurk of Yetege throughout this
Saves
game.
it on this. Drone's
Not
good.
been able to hold ground, and it gives
They have no Cypher, so they should push. They should know that they're going to push.
But it's that Hunter's Fury can clear so many angles, almost a timing pick, but there goes the Hunter's Fury. One player just trying to survive and dive back. Now the Hunter's Fury on the other side. They leveled things up.
Durka's going for redemption.
Durka's getting tagged desperately low, but he still stands. The remaining players just looking to play the time. Sociable, looking to play ahead of it. He doesn't care about the clock. He wants to deal death, but instead he falls to Durka as well.
Oh my god, these shocks.
These
shocks. These shocks. No, he thought he got the diffuser. Oh my god, dude, it didn't go deep enough.
And it's over the line. Diffused. Right
this is an
in
insane round, man.
Oh,
he hesitated with the shock, and then the shock didn't go far enough.
The damage done, even with the first shot,
dude, that is actual redemption from Durka, though. What a round.
But the second shock dart fired in. I thought a little late, but it landed in time. It just landed a little
Win
bit
one,
shy.
lose the next.
Half a meter in the distance, but it is enough of a
It went to a 1v1 as well. Dude, it's a full eco.
Look at how close it is.
Yeah.
20 HP on it.
Left on the other side as well. He just had to clip him. The foot falls short.
Dude, look at it.
What
There's
seems
nothing
like the
here.
final
Yetje's got
hurdle.
heavy
And
armor.
Vitality still in
That's
with
it.
a chance, a good chance, with foot so low on economy. And of course, look at the position.
Kron doesn't
with
realize
that
this guy's on
TP to
short,
fall
but-
back to. The problem has been losing short control, losing that trap.
Mate,
and
just
then
take the
being left
TP,
alone.
you
This time
lunatic.
he'll TP
Oh,
back.
what?
He's got support, but he doesn't even need it.
I respect it.
That was
I
a
respect the
jump scare and a
attempt.
half.
It's an eco.
This man down, but now he has Sayonara to watch his
Dude, they
back.
could 2-0 them. This is kind of mad because
They
again,
climb
FUT is
back in
probably
their
the best
second half,
on this
showing
map
that
in
their
EMEA,
defensive
and
prowess is still there. The
Vitality
Durka rise back to form has definitely
aren't the best
been
at it.
part of it. Of course, only getting 3 kills.
They're like
in
middle of the
first
pack, I
half,
would
but it has
say.
been Sayonara and Chronicle, especially. I think going towards the A site has almost been a death sentence because of how well Sayonara has been playing.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the safe haven for FUT, and after that first half, it looked unlikely that Vitality could get a pulse back on the
In
radar.
EMEA
Look at
isn't a
them
very
now.
high bar
12
though.
rounds on the board,
30
and
seconds
a
for you, mate.
defensive side that's showing a lot
Not today.
of improvements. They've already got 7 under their belt. It's already been a
We're trying to
success,
get
and
hyped
now
up
just
about
one
EMEA today.
more
You're out here
push
just putting
to
a
lock in
downer
that
on us.
2-0.
Don't do that.
And to make that final refuge fall for FUT,
We're all having a great time.
repeat history all over again, and it always does seem like Vitality are the final boss in this recent FUT's story.
Yeah, I was gonna say we showed at the halftime the conversation with Vlad, the fact that he said that obviously before the match they were coming in very confident. I'm sure he wouldn't have said that directly after the 13-6
Probably
map
not.
loss, but he spoke about strengths and weaknesses, and today they were focusing on strengths, which I would hope so. If you're focusing on your weaknesses, that's an interesting
What is the
choice to
toughest
make,
region
but
at the moment?
yeah, right now it
If you're
seems
saying
like they're
toughest
crumbling a
region
very
to
similar
qualify
path to
for
what
a
we saw
champs, it's
from
probably
Vitality,
Americas right now.
unable to get a streak of rounds together.
There's too many
Only
teams
the
that
first and second round.
they have the most teams that could win.
And now the double operator. If Chronicles Op wasn't enough for you, now you get Durka's operator as well, because he has the Blade Storm to fall back on.
Now it looks like full challenge on the Profek on C. His spams have been sensational, at least in the last match. That would have been a triple kill. But he doesn't find much this time. A little bit of a tag.
5v5 retake. Astro ults. They will got to sit over towards site.
Are simply allowing that space to be taken.
Oh my god, they're gonna.
To fight back in,
Okay.
and they're ready to pounce.
Dude, they
on
saved the trip
Garage.
for spawn, and then behind the trip they got a judge.
Approach. There is no second layer to it.
Hello.
There is no lurk through mid.
Wait, how are they?
Vitality are
How's no
finding
one?
out, but with this cosmic divide, FUT have
How's no one on
chance
top of this
to
camera?
go back. If you play on long, you've lost the round. Instead,
Okay,
they
Yumpy
fight
just found it.
forward. They try to keep Vitality in those choke points, and at least for now,
Too close spawn.
Yeah, they threw a stun in from Zeus. It slowed them ever further, and Crystalli now a judge up close. It's all falling apart.
Very, very nice. Let's go
to
overtime.
just Durka in the end, and he could not do enough. We will be heading.
If Yumpy went
overtime.
spawn there, then maybe with the flash. Beagle, thanks so much for the prime.
Either way.
Thank you for the 15 mums. Were you surprised at the APAC results? Yeah, for sure. Mate, I don't know what's going on in Pacific. I can't work it out.
And take us to a third map, which just moments ago
Anyone can win in Pacific right now. If you're not playing Paper X,
no, it most certainly
anyone can
wasn't. It looked like they had ran out of steam there. But now, FUT are back in the game and overtime to fight for a map 3. And the safe haven still stands, at least for now. Vitality back on the attack. Sayonara, now the man leaving regulation on top of the scoreboard. A lot of this attack, we saw Chronicle finding a good amount of success. We didn't see Zeus here all too often. When we did, he was found and caught early on. And this time, it may be no different. He will. Oh, he won't be spotted.
but
breakage from social.
why are we trying to break that? All you got to think from this break right here is, how is my guy swinging out for a drone here? Surely someone's, surely for someone's calling for it, because how's he heard it to swing? Or he's doing it because someone's close. Yeah, they read it. What I was talking about earlier, where it's like how you react to shooting a drone sometimes just gives you the same amount of info as seeing someone.
I don't think anybody's going to expect this to still be here.
Like if there was no one there, you just let it clear middle.
Zeus is that second player, but he's not looking to stick around, not looking to get too greedy, or maybe he is. He swings back out for more. Doesn't just hold on to the ground. Swing out, doesn't get anything, and
yeah, to Jay getting that kill, just he was not expecting that position. Yumpy had the running.
Seconds. All right, so didn't expect anybody to be here, but neither did Yumpy. And now it's left all onto Durka. Spike, at least in his hands, but with a paranoia thrown straight through. They don't actually react to it. Maybe not quite on the same page here. They will, however, have a flank and...
Oh!
What? Okay, for a second that got dangerous, but thankfully Edege was very, very quick to trade.
Oh, that did get very dangerous. Now, coming into this series, would have said that this sets FUT up with a chance to close it out, a likelihood to do so, moving on to the
Yampy go for the op? He thought that the A fake was good enough that they were all going to be over towards A, and then he just takes the long line, either spawn or from B.
Vitality stepping up on the defense.
He wanted to try and make it a 2v2.
Like you said, that operator, the patience inside Garage, that is what gave them the initial pick. And taking Sayonara down is obviously limiting your ability to get any information on those pushes into the site.
Yeah.
The drone was already gone, but you'd kill for a reveal at that point. 13-12, FUT. They do have a chance. But remember, this is where Vitality put up the majority of the rounds.
I was going to ask, will Chronicle play that operator, but he's answered the question.
Might come down to this shot.
Without any shields, but you can say the same for Sop. That's very interesting on the Neon on the attack.
Yeah, I don't think Yampy's going to expect this, and I want to say...
A spam wallbang after spotting out Chronicle was enough to clear him. That is a big piece taken off the table early on, and you can see that the rest of the players on Vitality are thinking,
Durka's doing it. Durka's doing it.
A swing out from Yumpy will get one, but he needs more. And unfortunately,
that should be a
2v4 elsewhere at the same time. It leaves a 2v4 to try and keep them in the map. Otherwise, we go to split.
Sayonara, the one that gets to decide their fate. Profek will, by the looks of things, be left in a clutch. Has a star, but can even get it down on time. Will be towards short. Sayonara under pressure, uses the smoke for cover. But Profek going down means that the Wonder Child's got to do it all alone. They're trying to bait him out, suspecting that he stepped in that smoke. They've got the right read on it, and they will just block him out. They've maybe given up on this, though. No one's watching for now, at least. Okay, well, now that game has been given up. No way out for Sayonara. The spam battle, his best
It's a good
chance,
attempt
and
from
it's not
VIT.
looking too good. 14 to 12.
Not too bad
it
on
was
this one.
labored, but FUT have found their way to a third map.